Hey everybody, welcome to the News Newsletter. I am Christine McIver. I am one of the producers, a host, and the owner of the Inspired Choices Network. And today we have the beautiful Keisha Clark, host and producer extraordinaire. And then we got Magical Milica, also host and producer extraordinaire. And then we have our featured host, Tihoco, with us today. Welcome, 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 ladies. Happy day to you all. So, Tihoco, we would love to hear all about you and your radio show. So you've been with the network, what, 6 weeks? 4 weeks? I can't keep track.
My sixth episode on Friday. Yeah.
And your show is called Cosmic Transmission with Tihoco. Unusual name, which we love here. We love anything unusual. That means it's really magical. So tell us all about your show, please.
So my show is just a place where I can really talk about all of the downloads, all of the work, everything I'm passionate about. And the reason Cosmic Transmission came up is because so much of what I see and hear, and also what I talk to my clients about, are forms of thought around what we're doing now and how we can be more efficient. And what I really like to talk about is how to take these cosmic or galactic or ethereal concepts and bring them down into a practical, grounded way of integrating that in your life.
Okay, that was easy. I remember doing your first show. I had the pleasure of interviewing you, and honestly, the potency of what you receive and share, it knocked me on my ass. Truth be told. It's really fabulous. I'm so glad that you're here. How are you enjoying having your show?
I absolutely love doing the show. To be honest, I wasn't sure. I'd never done a podcast before. I was a little nervous. I thought, will I have enough to talk about? Will I have the ability to fill an hour? But it's so easy, and I love it. It really helps me to consistently articulate my thoughts and get my voice out there. I really, really love doing it.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Woo-hoo! Ladies, do you have any questions for Tihoco?
Well, actually, I have to admit, I have not listened to your show yet, Tihoco, so I need to do that first before I can ask you questions. That's the truth of it, because I haven't produced you yet. And the truth is, actually, I didn't listen to a lot of shows until I produced them. And so that's been actually a really cool thing to get to produce. I get to hear so many different shows and get to know the hosts. It's very fun.
Yeah, I've had the pleasure of producing you once, and I got to hear your opening show live as well. And I really appreciate that you bring your own flavor and you share it in a way that's just, it's so natural and so comfortable for you. And for me, what I get from that is oh, this isn't a foreign concept necessarily. This is a new something to play with. And so I'm just really grateful that you are bringing your unique beauty and wisdom and consciousness to the party and to this network. And I love that I love all the different ways that we can bring our lunchboxes to the meeting, right, to play. And so thank you for showing up and contributing in the way that you do.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's really awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, for me, so much of what I like to talk about and think about is multidimensionality, which I think is a really cosmic sort of new form of looking at our lives and ourselves. And I know it's a term that's been used many times, but it ends up becoming kind of a buzzword. You don't really know how to apply that to your own life. And for me, the only way that I've been able to feel fulfilled and whole and really locked in is when I think of myself in this way and actually take the time to treat myself as such. So that's why I really like, that's what I'm passionate about talking about, that and wealth consciousness. So
lots more of that. We could
Yep.
all use lots more of that.
Right? Absolutely. Absolutely. Cool. Well, we're going to jump over to the network now and see all of the amazing things that are going on there. All right. So first of all, we have our featured host. There we go. Front and center last week, Tihoco's show was Rapid Processing and Upgrading Our Emotional Landscape. I'm sure it was an amazing show. I'm going to be sitting down and listening to that very, very soon. Upgrading sounds fabulous. All right. Sorry, I got to move a little bit out of the way. So here is our future shows. And coming up first on Monday morning, we have the SOAR Experience with Lori Hawkins, and she has a guest, Jenna Smith, and they're going to be talking about Own Your Magnificence.
Such a good word.
Yes.
And then Candace Mao picks up, excuse me, our Monday Live lineup with her show this week, The Joy of Accepting Yourself. She's going to be talking about her journey into just being okay with who she is and how she is. And oh my gosh, could we have more of that in the world as well?
Very cool.
Did we lose you?
Sorry, sorry. No,
We did.
I hear. Hold on. Oh boy, we're having a dance here.
Technology.
Oh, you love it. Okay.
Love it.
Anytime no. Anytime no. Apparently no.
The
All
little
right.
hamsters have to work really hard.
Okay. 1 second. Silly kids. Tricks are for
It
kids.
does give you a chance to see the website. You can come to the website anytime, day or night.
Exactly.
You can enjoy the featured host podcast, or you can find one that might just blow your hair back, whichever one that might be.
So you're saying we're like a 24-hour website? Really? That's
We
insane.
We are.
7 days a week?
It's pretty amazing. Yeah.
That's outlandish.
It is.
The next show is BU Parenting. And this week's episode with Mary Dravis Parrish is called No More Holiday Stress. That sounds fascinating. So, first, that she knows that exists. And I'm sure she's got some pretty awesome tips on how to create it. Go Mary.
Go
It's
Mary. Awesome. We all need that. Then we have the beautiful Amy Wall, and she is going to be talking about Time Light, the skin ritual. And if you have skin, you're going to want to listen. She is brilliant. Yes, we have people that, aren't in body that are listening. So I'm talking to the ones in body, right? Exactly.
And then we jump to financial conversation with our own Kathy Cook Noble, and her show is Financially Speaking. This week she is talking about it's not just about the fees. And Kathy has a brilliance. Her genius is with making money not complicated. So if you have complication around money, you might want to come play with.
Right, exactly. And then we have the beautiful Milica. And Milica's show this week is how to have seductive, sensual, and stimulating touch. I don't know about any of you, but I'm going to be listening to that one for sure.
I am betting good money you're going to get some good information with that one.
Exactly.
Maybe, just maybe. And then next up we have Love, Life, and All Things Weird with Megan and Suzanne, and their episode is Be Brave Now, which is a lot easier than being brave in the past. But it is.
It's true. I just
could apply that. But
oh
yeah.
gosh. Okay.
We'll go down that rabbit hole.
Okay.
Then we have Emotions, Friend or Foe with Rhonda Burns. And Rhonda really brings it to the table, so you better get ready if you want to really change some things up.
And I love the name of her show, Rendezvous with Rhonda.
Rendezvous.
Yes, it's great.
So you can have your Wednesday rendezvous.
Your Wednesday.
I get to welcome my sister host, Milica Jelenic, on Wednesday this week. We're going to be talking about What's Your Pleasure, and that's a part of our Resolve to Evolve series that we're doing. And that is on the show Aligning Divine, which is my show. Ta-da!
Fabulous.
What I love about being on this network is that I have many different names. Like everybody gives me a new name, which is so fun. So I'm so many people.
That's
on
because
this.
you're so special.
It's freaking awesome.
We all want to have a unique connection to you.
I feel that. I sense it. It's cool.
Special bond.
The next show up is marketing creative businesses. There's a guest, but I can't see it. But our sweet ads maven Jen Posix.
Serena Coria.
There we go. There we go. Is going to be the guest talking about marketing creative businesses. And I would say that even if you don't think your business is creative, I bet there are elements of it that require being creative or it won't exist.
I 100% agree. Then we have Dana Lewis, Luscious Leadership. She just launched her very first book called The Indisputable Gift of Men. I had the pleasure of interviewing her last week, talking about it. And honestly, guys, we were in the green room getting ready to do the show. And she said, oh my God, it just went on Amazon, like in the moment as we were about to do the show. It was published. And so she's actually having the first readers get real. She's having a number of guests on the show talking about her book. So we're very excited for her.
Then we have our beautiful Aideen T. Fanola, In Pursuit of Truth. That is her show. And this week she is talking about forgiveness is an F word.
I like that.
I like that. So I can't wait to hear that conversation as well.
Right? Exactly. And then this week I am doing a show called I Just Want to Quit. How many of you have ever wanted to just say, fuck it, I'm done, I'm out? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about this week.
Yep.
Might be a few of us.
You know?
Yep, that's the average feeling every once in a while.
Yeah, exactly. So come join me.
Then we've got Bring Your Brilliance with Carla Taylor. Do you want to talk about that, Keisha? I think I'm just jumping in like a crazy person.
Oh, you're fine, right? No,
Yeah,
that's she kicks off our Friday live shows, and Carla is I think we call her a LinkedIn expert.
Yes.
She is amazing. She has amazing guests, and they bring a lot of amazing information all about like the whole social media universe not being such a frightening place to dive into. So
Yeah.
if you have a business, if you want to have a business, if you are in a business and you want to change it up or just have more fun with it, this is an awesome show to tune into.
Yeah. It'd be cool to learn more about YouTube.
Yeah.
Cool.
Then we've got Dr. Deborah Unipan, and this week she's going to be doing cancel, clear, delete, or repeat. And Dr. Deborah, she brings it every week. We know that. She'll be kicking it for sure.
Telling stories and going wild.
Yes.
Next, we've got, are you fully committed to creating your, can't
Life.
see it because.
Your life.
Thank you, life. I wasn't sure if it was your space, your life, or your business. Like, I'm just going with probably all.
Your life.
So awesome. And that's our resident space whisperer, Lisa, gonna be chatting us up about
Lisa
that.
Bennett. Exactly.
Oh, look who that is.
Look who it
who's
is.
next. Oh, look.
Yeah. It's
Me.
it's Tihoco. Woohoo. Tihoco, what are you talking about this week?
So this week I am talking about reuniting with your divine child. So what that means to kind of rekindle the relationship, recognize, and how it can actually change your life.
Cool. Fabulous.
Yes, and we round out our Friday live lineup with the amazing Dr. Andy Harper on her show, Dr. Andy's World, and she is into a new season. This is show number 2, and it's decking the halls and trimming your dog's nails. There's a little bit of a holiday theme going on. And so if you've ever had any phobia or panic around, oh my gosh, how do I do this without hurting my dog or my cat or my, well, you might not trim your horse's nails, but this would be the show. Stephanie Folkman is her guest, and she is like a total nail trimming, I don't know.
Expert?
Yeah, expert.
Cool.
And like
She's like a
amazing
manicurist for animals.
She totally is.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Andy's going to share her this week.
And you can listen to all of our shows live. So everybody has a live radio show, and we live stream on 54 different platforms. So you can listen through your computer, or if you have a smartphone, either an ISO or an Android. You can listen on many of these different locations. So just check out one of these favorite locations and you can listen. And then after the show, we podcast. So we have both radio shows and podcasts. And this is just half of the locations where we podcast. And of course, some of the most well-known are Spreaker, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, and the favorite, iHeartRadio. So you can definitely catch, we have over 5,000 podcasts available. You can just come over here on our website, click out the podcast, or you know what? Why don't you come and check out the future shows, sign up for the ones that you love, and join us live in the chat room where you can ask questions of all of our hosts live and in person. So thank you everyone for joining us, Tihoco. It was lovely having you with us today. And hey, we'll hear you all on the radio this week. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.